Here we go. Hey guys, Brad here, and today's video is going to be a quick video comparing the new Dewalt battery operated nail gun. I call it a spiker. This one is the Metabo or Hitachi nail gun as well. So they're both just batteries, no fuel. So we're just going to do a quick sort of head-to-head. I've already done a review on this, so if you want to check it out on the specs and all that, we'll leave a link for that. And then I've done a review on this as well a long time ago when I was really green at doing reviews, but this is in that video as well and kind of my thoughts. So we'll do a head-to-head and I'll give you my two sort of opinions or whatever on what I think about these guns and which one I prefer. Before we get to that though, make sure you check out our merch. We've got Hammer and Home hoodies that we just had made. So if you want one, we'll leave some links down below. On the back, got my tagline, keep on crushing it. So pretty stoked, pretty happy that we're getting into the merch stuff now. All right, so let's get to this review. This thing weighs about 8 pounds and this one is about 9 pounds. So, you know, if you're framing all day long, this does get a little bit sore. That's my biggest complaint about this gun. I wish they could shed some pounds. I don't know where, because it feels like it's all inside of it. This is a lot easier to handle, and it's a little bit smaller too. If I go nose to nose like this, you can see the height difference. Okay. If I press them both down, I'm not going to because the battery will come on. Now if we look at the width at the back, you can see the Metabo is fatter as well. On this one, I've got a 3 amp hour battery, and here I've got a 5 amp hour battery. I only have 3 amp hour batteries for this tool. They're very, very light, and they do last me, you know, enough time to get my job done. Plus, I have like, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them with different tools, so I can always just swap them out. Now this gun, the Dewalt, one thing about it, as soon as you put the battery in, you're good to go. You just press that trigger and you're shooting nails, all right? I used this gun for a real long time before I got into this Metabo. And the Metabo, every time I pick it up, I forget I gotta turn it on. So down here is where you turn it on. You gotta hold the button down, and I'm going to go to bump mode, so you just press that button and it blinks. So now it's just ready to shoot nails constantly. So they both take the same nail, 30 degree. I use pass load nails. These are full round head nails, not clip. And this one, the way you load it, slide it in the back, and that's it. You pull that back. Very quick, very easy. This gun, a little bit different. You got to pull this back first, and it's got to lock in place, and then you got to slide it in. These nails actually have some stuff on them, so I'm just going to grab another clip here. Just had some tar on it. All right, so then you got to push that forward. So that's the difference. This takes a little bit longer to put nails in. I do really like how this just slides in. Now, what I don't like about this gun with the cartridge here, the magazine, is if you have a bunch of nails in here already, sometimes you can't get this back far enough. And I'm just gonna check what I have. I think there's, yeah, there was some ring shank in there, so for this demo we're just going to do smooth shank. So very easy. I really like how quick that is. I can just load real fast. All right, adjustments are on the noses. Okay, they're both the same that way, and I think we should just start shooting some nails. Okay, here we go. All right, pretty quick. Everyone can agree that's fast. They're burying really, really nicely. Almost too deep there. Now this one. Okay, here we go. All right, so that first one, that's my fault. That was just human error. That was not the gun. All right. I think the Dewalt is faster. I do. And I'm just gonna adjust this here so it's full depth as well. Didn't realize I had that set differently. Okay. Now, the biggest thing with these two guns, this gun buries them deeper than the Dewalt. It's just, you can't, here, that one's like 7/16, 3/8 of an inch down, and then these ones are about 1/4 of an inch down. So this gun, I have found personally, if any kind of like 45-degree nails or whatever, I'm just trying to, do a little awkward nailing, the Metabo is better, in my opinion. The Dewalt is still a really good gun. Let's just go head to head here, okay? Oh, too much noise going on. I ran out of nails. Let's do it again. Here we go. So right there, I don't know if you can tell, the Dewalt fires faster than the Metabo. So I'm sure this is the first generation of this gun. This is like, I don't know how many generations they made of this. 2 for sure. Because I have the other one, the old one over there. Maybe there's even 3 generations, I'm not entirely sure. But they have definitely improved the speed of the Dewalt. This is a fast gun. This is fast, but not as fast. So, I don't know. I've really been leaning towards this gun just because of the power. It really sinks the nails in, especially if you're using ring shank. There are no issues driving ring shank nails in with this gun. None at all. The downside to the Metabo is I've heard guys that have been using for a long time, the compressed air inside starts to wear out. So they got to take it back and get it serviced and whatever, it costs you probably $100 or something. This one here, as you saw in the last video where I reviewed this, the mechanism inside, it wears out. And I haven't had it repaired yet, so I can't tell you from experience what that's going to cost me or if it's even worth it. So, it's kind of, it's hard. It's hard to figure out. If you're not a very strong guy, I don't recommend the Metabo. Okay, because this will destroy your arm after a day of using it. If you're on the Dewalt platform, I highly recommend this gun. You cannot go wrong. You're going to be able to do what you need to do with it. Back framing, basement framing, regular framing, whatever you need to do. It's great. Will it compete against a air gun? Not really. Those guns are so fast. I mean, you typically just can't compete against them. The only benefit this has to an air nailer is it's portable. You are not tethered to anything. So that's why I've been really going towards cordless guns. So I'm still on the fence, guys. Honestly, I would love to try the new Milwaukee fuel. That thing looks like it's beating out the Metabo, unfortunately. But this is cheaper than this gun, so that's something to think about. I'd love to hear some comments. I would like to get a little discussion going on what you guys like more, because I'm still on the fence. I think for power, like if I'm doing LVLs, I'm going for this for sure, not the Dewalt, because this thing I know will bury those nails, even the ring shanks, no problem. So that's what I think about this. It's got lots of power and no worries. And this one is just a lot faster, and it runs on my platform. Whenever I bring this to a job site, I've got to bring another charger, which is kind of a pain in the butt. A lot of the times I just forget the charger and I'm carrying like 4 batteries. So that's kind of what I've been doing with this particular gun. And then I just charge it home, especially in the winter time. So there you go, guys. I've got mixed feelings about both. I think you can't go wrong if you choose either. If money is an issue or the platform is an issue, then, you know, if you're already on this platform, then I would say get this gun. If you're already on this platform, get this gun. If you are doing a lot of LVL framing and you really need that power, or you have to shoot ring shank nails because of code, get this gun. This gun still shoots ring shanks. I showed you in the last video on the review of this. It will do it no problem. Compared to its older model, it really struggled doing ring shanks. But yeah, I don't know. I've been loving this one. As you can see, I'm having troubles figuring out which one I like more. But I guess what that means is I like them both, and if I had one, I'd be happy. So there you go, guys. Hope you liked the review. Please subscribe, hit that notify bell, give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and we'll leave links down below for all this good stuff. All right, keep on crushing it. We'll catch you later.